Hello and welcome. My name is Kelly PC and I am sharing today a meditation working with Ancestralite, and also this meditation will include healing the past and in particular focusing on healing the ancestors. Now you might wonder why we would be focusing on the past. Well, actually all of us right now, we want to move forward, and you're probably aware that some of the stuff that you're feeling it isn't something you want to carry forward. It may not even feel like it's yours, in fact. And so we actually hold the stories of our ancestors, and bear in mind that we have thousands of generations that have gone before us. They, like us, have experienced extreme suffering, pain, grief, and of course war. Now, we are seeing this right now in our world. And again, you know, this is something that is adding, it's like another straw on the camel's back. Now we want to release this. We want to release it from the generations before us. So I'm going to invite you to do this meditation with me. Now the reason I chose Ancestralite is because A, I absolutely love it. And B, because it was the crystal that called to me. Now this is a very old crystal, and it's actually 2.5 billion years old. It comes from Brazil, that's where it's originally found, and it's a pseudomorph. And so what you see is, you see the shiny bits here, they are hematite sort of derived. Actually it's called martite. And then this bit here is more what we call red jasper or chert. The mineral iron is inside it, and so it really is actually very, very heavy. And this is obviously not a polished piece, so it's quite dusty, and so my hands are feeling quite dusty with it. However, there is something lovely about holding a raw specimen as opposed to a polished specimen. And so I'm just going to invite you now to sit with me, and you may or you may not have an Ancestralite. And the thing about when we're doing healing and meditation is actually our mind is amazing. You know, if I asked you to think of something that was from the past, what would happen was your consciousness and the awareness of your body would immediately transcend time and space and be in that situation now. So if you don't have a piece of Ancestralite, I'm going to invite you to imagine that you have Ancestralite with you now. Okay, and so it might be that you have a picture of it, or just set that intention basically. Okay, so make sure you're somewhere nice and calm, make sure you're not going to get distracted. So starting by taking some deep breaths. And when we breathe in, we're really breathing deep into our body. In fact, we're breathing into our root chakra for this meditation. This meditation is channeled, and this Ancestralite is connecting in with our root chakra. So as we're taking these slightly more present breaths, our awareness is being taken to our perineum. And as we breathe into that space, we might imagine that the root chakra itself is growing. And if you can't see or feel that, don't worry, it's happening anyway. This is intention. And it's like you're sat on a lovely cushion, quite a warm cushion actually. Now from your root chakra, just imagine or intend that from your root chakra you are actually growing those roots, and those roots are etheric. You do not have to feel or see them. These energy roots are going down through and around your legs. When they reach your feet chakras, already these chakras are opening. You feel this softening on the soles of the feet. And these roots that are your etheric roots that anchor you to this earth are traveling deep down now. You might be aware of the texture, the temperature of the earth beneath you. And your roots are coming to what is called your Earth Star Gateway. This is like a chakra, and it connects you to Mother Earth, to Gaia consciousness, to the nature kingdom. It also helps you to fully anchor your soul presence here now. So just imagine this energy center like a black, silvery, spinning energy. And as your roots go through it, they turn into what I would call a super root. And they are 10 times more stronger, more powerful. And they're going deep into the earth. And you watch, or you know, that your roots reach out far and wide, connecting you to this beautiful planet that is our home, that enriches our human experience. And we send our love and our gratitude to Mother Earth, to the crystalline kingdom, to all of nature, and to our ancestors who were here before us. And we ask that our roots now be married up with our ancestral tree. So you might imagine that your roots are now merging with your ancestral roots. And each level and layer of this crystal now is holding you, holding your roots, holding your ancestral roots. And it brings this great sense of comfort and protection, anchoring you, enabling you to feel safe, and also holding your ancestors in this wonderful wisdom from Mother Earth and the Ancestralite. In your mind's eye, as you look beneath your feet, you see these roots, and as you look around you, you see a gathering of ancestors. Physically, they're not there, but energetically, in your inner world, they are there with you now. And you will see they are multicultural, all very different. Knowing that you are held in this brilliant space by Mother Earth and by the Ancestralite crystal, There is the awareness of the sun shining above you. And as you turn your third eye up to the sun, you recognize you are connecting with the point of creation. The sun itself has acted as a portal. This point of creation, when all became present, separate, is emanating light now, and this light is being drawn to your heart center. It is the highest, most brightest, divine source light. As it courses through your entire being, it travels through your roots. It travels through your ancestral roots. And in your mind's eye, you are aware that your ancestors around you, they are filling also with this light. As they are filled with this light, you will notice that they are losing a sense of identity. They are losing the definition of their body, the definition of their stories. And you and they have an opportunity now, if so choose, to fully release the burdens, the pain, the suffering, the anger, the jealousy, the fear. And as you speak to them in your mind, just asking them if you are now ready to release the past, please raise your hands. Undoubtedly, as you look around, most of them will be raising their hands. You see, your ancestors are fully aware that as you release them, they are released, but also you are released. You have been and are a big part of the future. This is important. You see, when we are doing ancestral work, we are giving our ancestors the opportunity to be released, to be cleared, to let go. This has a huge effect on you, also on those that descend from you, your family, your children. There is a need for it to be done and actualized on the earth itself. So as they now put their arm down, we call the light of transformation. We call for a dispensation of karma. We've called for the grace of the divine source of all love, all creation. We call with our heart. And allowing now this energy to fully anchor, flowing through your roots, flowing through your ancestral tree roots, flowing through your ancestors. There is this awareness you are in this great golden toroidal field, what is likened to a donut, connected above, below, to the past, to the present, to the parallel, to the future. All is within this toroid. And this beautiful energy is washing through it all. Not dissimilar to a washing machine, actually. And in this moment, energy is being extracted, dissolved, or transformed. And those feelings and emotions that they carried and that you may have carried for them and felt and known are being washed away. When this toroidal field starts to slow down, you start to see your ancestors again. Only now you see them in the distance. They are turning to you and waving goodbye. And you send your love and your gratitude to them for all they have done, all they have shared, and for giving you and humanity and your family community an opportunity to unburden, to move forward. They are not gone, but they are not the same as they were, and neither are you. So coming back to your roots, coming back to the light that flows through you, and just noticing that the ancestral tree is now pulling away. And focusing on the Ancestralite with its layers. And just seeing those layers of martite and red jasper just disappearing. And just doing whatever is protected or protective for you. That might feel like placing a cloak of protection around you. It might feel like you place a bubble of protection around you, whatever works for you. And to be honest, the thing about protection, it's about knowing that you are protected and you absolutely 100% are present. Protection relies on grounding. So at this point, just becoming aware of where you are and just feeling perhaps your fingers and your toes moving, and just the awareness of any noises that you might be hearing where you are in the room or outside. And just awareness of the breath once again, and any parts of the body that really need to stretch. Sometimes it's nice to just stretch the neck and the shoulders, just because they get a little bit stuck, and just move the hips, maybe move the arms. And so you're really sort of opening your eyes now and looking around you, just sending love and gratitude to all those that have been on this with me, this journey, working with the ancestors. Know that you can re-listen to this and do it again and again. Sometimes, you know, there are layers that we have to go through in doing this work. But essentially, when we release the burdens, when we give our ancestors the opportunity to release the burdens, you know, the shame they might have felt, the guilt, the suffering, the pain, the anger, when we give them the opportunity to release them, we also give ourselves the opportunity to release them, and those around us the opportunity to release that. So thank you so much. And I recommend going and getting a glass of water, maybe have a cup of tea, whatever works for you. And just make sure you're fully present. Please don't go driving for at least 5 minutes. Okay, lots of love. Bye.